Let's get ready to rumble. Guys, what is good? That'd be kind of dope, though. Nah, dude, once we get, like, a stand.
It's going to be like this.
I don't know. What do you think it would be better? Like, an actual mic that's kind of, like, blocking or just, like, a little, like, thing?
I don't know. I like the mic.
Because, like, I don't... Just depends on the setting. Like, if you're in the stew, you could obviously use this. But if you're not...
What is up, guys? Episode 47 of the Fight Geeks podcast.
7.
7. On.
Welcome back. Last week, you guys, we kind of had like an odd episode because it was filmed on fight night, so we couldn't predict, we couldn't react
to our location. We sat down and didn't get up from the fights.
But yeah, that was like literally we went to our friend's house last week. The couch was open, so I was like,
all I know is I remember last week right before we ended, we were like, you guys know who won, but we don't know who won. I'm going all Joe, guys, and I gave you guys, I don't know what my prediction was, but it had to have been close. I knew he was knocking him out. Let's go O'Malley.
I think you might have. We might have to react to what you said.
Let's react to what I said because I know I was riding O'Malley.
Because I think you like had it like. I think you predicted it like exactly.
We like both hyped up the fighter that we thought was going to lose.
Dude, I really like. Yeah, literally. Like, why did I?
Like we both did this. Like who you are?
Like I was hyping up. I don't know. Like in my head, I was like, damn, I kind of am rooting for O'Malley right now. All right, we've seen this on the TikTok,
guys. But
we'll just start off with the main fight of what we thought, because we're here. You know what I mean?
It was a good prediction.
That's what
guys,
you care about.
You know what happened? You know, O'Malley found his chin, guys. Why not talk about that? So.
What was it, round 2?
It was interesting because I'm going to start with the walkouts. I didn't like what DC was saying. He was like, Sean O'Malley looks nervous. Sean O'Malley looks like more nervous than he has in any other fight.
At the same time, he looked calm.
They were talking about this at the presser, too, where he was like, he's not like talking as much trash. Like, he's kind of, like you said, calm, quiet. And,
ready.
DC said something about him being nervous on the way out, and I kind of took offense to him. Like, one, I'm not saying it's not normal to not be nervous, but to say he looks more nervous is crazy to me. Anyway. After the fight, Sean O'Malley went out saying that he was the most nervous for this fight out of any fight he's had. All right, fine. But, like, it still bothered me that DC just aired him out like that. He's in a world championship fight. Let him
do his thing.
And he won. But anyway, so from the walkouts, I was like, O'Malley looks calm, collected. And then Aljo looked confident as hell. So from the walkouts, I was like, this is even. Like, I don't know who's winning. Then they did the first ever face-off before the face-off.
Yeah, during the announcement.
I love that. As Brees Buffer was
awesome.
literally doing all the ads. They went in the middle, sending the octagon.
Because that's their limit, right?
Sean O'Malley walked away first, but like I look at respect, it was kind of getting awkward. Like there was still like a good minute or two before they would have been fighting, so it was kind of weird. They were kind of just so O'Malley, went back to his corner, did his thing. They got announced, and I was like, damn, like I really don't know who's winning this right now. Like this is.
It was so hype, bro.
From the walkouts, O'Malley hella confident, and then Alderman hella confident, O'Malley calm, collected, and then the fight started, and it was a very lackluster first round to say the least, but it was a feeling out round. Sean staying away, didn't throw a lot of shots. Aljo surprised me, throwing some leg kicks. And I was like, interesting round. I honestly gave it to Aljo as well.
Dude, and then, that's something new for O'Malley. Like, the first round of a 5-rounder and the first round of a 3-rounder is a completely different ballgame.
And O'Malley usually just goes out there and, sends it, right? Like, he's used the
pressure. He came in, like you said, calm.
But he came in calm, just stayed away.
Tested him out, tested the waters.
It was a weird first round, and I was like, that was a good first round. Like, I'm going to give that to Aljo, but I wouldn't be surprised if a judge gave it to O'Malley. And if this keeps going like this, I only see it favoring Sean because he's the better striker. Sean's going to figure out before you figure him out. And what happened in the second round, Aljo immediately came out way too hot, like just, doing stuff he shouldn't. And that's what he did when he threw that left, that weird hook that he threw, and then boom, got caught right on it. It was so fast, so clean. And I see a lot of people saying, I think Chael Sonnen's immediate reaction to it, because he was at the fight, was the best video I've seen on it so far. He was like, I don't want to hear anyone saying he got caught. I think getting caught and getting knocked out was totally different, but he was just saying, like, it was a beautiful counter-strike rather than just getting caught.
Yeah, true.
Because a lot of times fighters get caught. Like Kamaru Usman in the first fight. That was truly getting caught. And then, because, you're coasting. You're 1 minute left to retaining your belt. And that was getting caught. But Chael Sonnen's like, you don't see Aljo saying he's getting caught and calling for an immediate rematch, which now he is doing. But it was just a very good take. I was like, yeah, he didn't really get caught. He kind of just got beat. Getting caught.
He actually wasn't, though, because he would like a rematch in 2024. So that does leave December open for Sean O'Malley. And he does want like Cheeto, or now he's kind of saying like Marab, or just wait for Corey.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many options for bantamweight. And I think Sean O'Malley's win over Aljo, like, yes, if Aljo won, it would just prove his dominance more. But Sean O'Malley winning, I think, is just better for the sport. and especially better for that bantamweight division, bro.
I think what you do is
it mixes it all up.
I think you just because Sean O'Malley wants to fight, so he can't fight Corey.
Because like a lot of bantamweights just fought.
Do you give Cheeto the fight, but now you don't want to have UFC give this bad look where champions can just pick all their fights even if they're bad.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, is Cheeto deserving of a title shot right now? No. He lost to what's his face?
He lost to Corey Sandhagen.
He lost to Corey
beat Pedro
Sandhagen, and on
Munoz.
top of that, he was only on a 2-fight win streak before. I think he lost recently before that as well. So he's not on like some crazy win streak. He's like lose, win, lose, and it's like you don't really deserve a title shot off that. And the only reason is like Izzy's fighting Sean Strickland, who's on a 2-fight win streak against 2 unranked people.
But he's all that's left.
But he's
besides
that is
who's
true.
hurt.
But it's like I don't want to see this thing where all these champions are fighting mid-tier fighters just because they want to fight. I think sometimes it's unfortunate.
You gotta wait for
have
your
to be forced
opponent.
to sit out. Deserve someone actually deserving. Don't fight someone who isn't worthy of being
exactly.
there. And then on top of that, if they do pull off an upset, it's like now it screws up the freaking division. Like you know what I mean? Like if Sean Strickland wins, it's gonna be like, oh fuck, we don't want this.
Now we got to run back Izzy versus.
They're gonna be trying as hard as they can to get rid of
that would
Sean
be
as
crazy.
champion. So like they're giving these guys title shots they don't even necessarily want as champion. They just feel forced because I don't know.
They need their stars to fight.
It's a weird thing. I'm cool with Izzy fighting.
Like Izzy could have waited till 2024 legit, and we wouldn't care.
I'm cool with it, but now it's like we're
He's fighting in 2 weeks.
risking Izzy. Like let's say Izzy somehow crazy gets injured in this fight, win or lose,
or in his camp.
And now he has to sit out
like
a year before he can fight the next deserving contender. Which what if there's one out of nowhere like
or if Dricus beats someone else.
Paulo Costa Hamzat.
Yeah.
Like if Hamzat wins, that puts him in title contention. What if Izzy's hurt now? But I get it. They want to fight and they want to make money, so I respect it.
Izzy probably definitely wants money, and it's Sydney, Australia.
Well,
Izzy's got to represent.
Save that card. What if Izzy didn't fight? What would they have done?
I think they would have just had to like either pushed it back or just had Tuivasa Volkov fight night. You know what I mean?
Can they delay a UFC 95?
I don't know.
Have they ever done that? They can't.
I don't know if they've ever delayed a card. I think they've always fixed it. You know what I mean? Or even if they gave like a sale, it's like pay-per-view on sale. Izzy dropped.
When is Hamzat, Paula?
That's Abu Dhabi, October. That's gonna be a nice card, October. We're able to get hype.
Oh my gosh.
Because that's the Islam versus Oliveira rematch, which a nice path for Aljamain might be beating someone and fighting Sean again. How kind of Charles Oliveira, he lost, beat Benil, who was the up-and-comer, and then he's going to get the rematch. Like, who would be an up-and-comer that Aljamain could fight to get his name, like, for sure rematch? Because, like, right now people are very leery about it. You know what I mean?
I'd like to see
because you have obviously like Merab, he's not planning on that. I mean, he already beat Corey. We could see that again.
You'd have to run back Corey to make it make sense. Because if he, all right, so he said rematch 2024. So he's clearly going to take some time off after this knockout.
Yeah, he's not training till at least 2024.
He's been a very active champion. He's probably just going to chill out for a little bit, right? I mean, what's the point of fighting? You're not even getting paid a lot.
So he's already
anymore.
fought the top 5.
So if you're going to come back, he's going to want to be coming back in title contention. He's not just going to fight. He's not a guy who's very entertaining and can fight, nobodies and just get a lot of money for it. That title was, as sad as it is, that title was his moneymaker, bro. That extra $200K was a big difference. And I think, so if he comes back, I think he's going to want the title. And I think either sit out, and honestly, if he gets the immediate rematch, that's cool. But, like, worst come worst, fight Corey, because he's injured. He's getting surgery. He's going to need a lot of time out, while you don't want to fight either. So fight Corey for title eliminator.
Yeah, for title shot.
Not interim, but, title eliminator technically, and then title shot, and then boom, that's right back in it.
Yeah, because Aljamain, he's not going to fight Merab because he's friends. But I guess we'll do so that was like our UFC 291 or 292 main event recap. We'll kind of just briefly go through the next 4 fights because they were all no finishes besides the main event.
Lee dominated, almost got finished.
Outstruck her opponent like 220.
Yeah,
bro.
I think she put the biggest beatdown statistically wise on an opponent. Was it considered probably the worst beatdown? Probably not. Didn't even look like she really took.
It was just a beatdown,
despite taking 300 shots. It was just a beatdown. Yeah,
yeah. I might have just pull up the card real quick, so we could go into depth on. Ooh, this was interesting. Ian Gary versus Neil Magny. Ian got the decision. He was talking a lot for her to get a decision, but I respect it still.
Yeah, it was a beatdown as well. It was horrible.
Yeah, this, like, honestly, seeing all these unanimous decisions is kind of sad right now. Because looking back, it's like, yeah, these were all kind of just decisions, kind of one-sided decisions.
And then O'Malley.
Right? They're all just, like, one-sided. Damone Blackshear versus Mario was closer.
Yeah, the fights were good, guys, but They just weren't,
I'm gonna be honest. We definitely saved.
When you have like 30 people watching a fight,
Yeah.
you want to see some finish.
And we saved some money by not going to Boston. Like, we'll wait till the next East Coast card that's good.
Yeah.
Cause, dude, do I know? I wish like November 11th is UFC 295. If it was like December, you would be 21. We could actually go to that.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like New York City, yeah, it's cool. Like you can go with your family, but when you're under 21. But like if you ever go to New York City, like not with your parents, like you don't want to be under 21.
Yeah, why would
you feel
I
me?
Be under 21?
You can't really do a lot. I'm not even just saying just to drink, but to like get into places. You know what I mean? Instead of Airbnb, get a hotel, which is cheaper than a fucking whole ass Airbnb that you have to manage. You know what I mean? Imagine how better a hotel would be. Or like a hotel if we had a hotel for Cleveland, like right outside the fucking venue. That would have been nice. But I fucked with that Airbnb.
It was nice. It was nice as fuck. It was like low key.
Yeah, I wish Cleveland was like more built up so there would be like shit around it. We didn't have to like walk through the shadiest area of Cleveland to get to anywhere. But yeah, that was a cool trip. If you guys didn't know, we actually did go to the Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley fight. That was crazy. That was the first one. What'd they fight? One more or two more times?
I think that was the second fight we went into, right?
Nah, that was the first one because they were like, rematch.
Oh, yeah.
Did they fight 3 times?
No.
Are you sure?
I think they fought twice, then he got knocked out.
And that was it? Oh, yeah, 2-0 Jake, so. Yeah. But I guess upcoming, like September, like if you thought fucking this month, August was a crazy month. Right. September is a crazy ass month, bro.
Why is September a crazy month?
UFC Paris, UFC Sydney, UFC Mexico Day, aka Noche UFC.
Oh yeah.
And then after that is like something even crazier. On September, let me pull up the UFC schedule real quick. Yeah, Gane versus Spivak, which is UFC Paris.
Fire.
Adesanya versus Strickland, which is UFC 293.
Fire.
Grasso versus Shevchenko, that's a good fight for a fight night. I mean, if you guys have ESPN Plus, you know what I mean, you don't feel like throwing $80 to watch pay-per-views. This is a pay-per-view fight, but on a fight night card. You feel me?
Pay-per-view. Let's go.
And then after that, we got Fiziev back versus Gamrot, so that's actually dope. And then they're taking a long break until October 21st. So from September 23rd to October 21st is our longest kind of like break in bigger fights. There's Contender Series rolling all throughout that, but we have Makhachev versus Oliveira too on October 21st.
Woo!
Dude, no, oh my God. This is, the end of the year is dope. Jailton Almeida, like I actually really messed with Jailton Almeida. He's a dope ass fighter. Then Jones versus Miocic, that'll be my first weekend being 21. Jones versus Miocic.
On that night?
No, I'll be 21 on Blades versus Almeida. So we got some dope ass fights the rest of this year. We got some cool stuff that, I mean, Fight Geeks is gonna improve in 2024. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this year, we were kind of trying out some new stuff. You know what I mean? Figuring out kind of what we're doing in real life, and then doing this on the time that we're not doing stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like once we have that figured out, like once I get like a locked schedule, because I was like didn't have a job, grinding. I was just like grinding Instagram, got a job, slowed down. Now it's like just crazy, guys. But you know, we got to keep going for you guys because we want to keep making content.
Yeah, bro. What's up with my reels getting 2 views?
I know. It's
like, does it know the location of the phone that's opening it?
Maybe it's like this person's banned on TikTok on their phone. They can't be good.
Yeah, right. Like for real though.
But really, do you want to know? We should try. If you make a reel, send it to me. I'll post it.
That would be so sus.
And just like try it. Oh, do you want to know what else? Would you be down to do this? Would you be down to rip some Texas Chainsaw after this?
Yeah.
And check it out?
You haven't played, have you?
No. Guys, if you enjoyed this episode, we'll be back for episode 48 next week. Dude, we got to get to that store and try to get some merch that we could start rocking.
Want to? Let's go to the mall next Saturday before the podcast and buy a hoodie.
I would be down to do that, or go to this place.
Well, I don't know. I don't give a fuck where.
Anywhere that can do a print.
I know they.
Because I have that
they do
hoodie.
the same day. Buy shit.
But,
I'm down to get a t-shirt, hoodie, fucking whatever. I think I'm gonna get a tattoo that says Fight Geeks eventually.
I'm gonna get Fight Geeks, and then I'm gonna get Just Geeks on this arm.
I think I'm gonna get it right here. Oh.
Nah, I'm probably never gonna get tattoo unless like I become UFC champion.
There.
Do you know
what I'm
Jake
saying?
Paul's tattoos are like so outlandish, bro?
I know.
Do you want to know what like one of his first tattoos was? An AK-47, right? Like from here to here.
You ever see the people that get like phase rug, and their whole
yeah, that's weird.
Rug.
People
It's
that
like,
do tattoo
yo.
challenges. But dude, do you remember Jake Paul, the Team 10 house?
Yeah.
And he had like his 2 friends from Ohio. They all got AK-47 tattoos.
That's fire.
On their legs right here.
That's lucky fire.
And then obviously, you know, Jake Paul has like Jake Paul's tattoos were cool until he got too many.
They're
Like they
cool.
don't flow at all.
They're
You feel
not
me?
bad. They're just weird.
Like they don't really flow that much. This shit is legendary, guys. Come on, work. Who remembers this? Who fucking remembered? Well, if
Dude,
Tyron with his fake ass tattoo.
It looked real to me.
But guys, if you enjoyed this episode, we'll be back for episode 48 next week. I don't know what time UFC Paris is at, but if it's at like Saturday night, we'll be watching it. So,
Yeah.
see you guys in the next episode. Peace.